In this module, I'm going to cover ad swaps. Now, just in case you are unfamiliar with what an ad swap is, it's actually exactly what you would expect it to be. You simply promote someone else's product, and then in return, they promote your product. So you're simply swapping your resources. Now, this can provide a quick surge of traffic to your offer. Now, this is usually done by simply swapping squeeze pages. A squeeze page is obviously a page where you offer a free gift in exchange for an opt-in. There are other ways of doing ad swaps, but the most common form of an ad swap is done by swapping squeeze pages. So you mail your subscribers promoting the other party's page, and then they mail their subscribers promoting your page. Pretty simple stuff, isn't it? The end result is you both end up with more subscribers. Plus, if you do this right, you can make some money in the process. The whole concept is very simple. It's just a basic JV arrangement. Now you may be thinking, what if I only have a small list? How can I attract people with bigger lists? You know, a lot of people when they first started doing ad swaps think, well, I've only got maybe 50 or 100 subscribers. How could I possibly, get people with bigger lists to promote for me? What you can do if you're in that sort of position is offer to mail more times to make up the difference. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a list of 1,000 subscribers and the other party has a list of 5,000. You could mail 5 times and they would mail 1 time to balance things out. Or the other party may only mail a segment of their list, maybe a fifth of their list in this example. But actually, it's about clicks anyway, not how many subscribers a person has. Usually with ad swaps, people talk about their list size, when in reality, it's not really about list size, it's about the amount of clicks you can drive to an offer. I've seen people who can, people with 1,000 subscribers who can drive more clicks to an offer than someone with 50,000 subscribers. So, it's not really about subscribers anyway, but I want to point out this because you will see people using the amount of subscribers you have in ad swaps. But I'll cover this later. So how do you organize an ad swap? Well, the best thing to do is go to marketing forums, places such as the Warrior Forum. You could check out your existing contacts. Is there anyone in your existing contacts who maybe would be interested in doing an ad swap? There's also Facebook groups out there. There's lots and lots of JV Facebook groups and ad swap related Facebook groups. Just look for those sort of places and that's where you can find ad swaps. But there's also dedicated ad swap groups and forums. Now these are forums that are only dedicated to doing ad swaps. I give you some links to those places underneath this video. But before you actually start doing an ad swap, you want to try and build a list of at least 100 subscribers first. Now this is not hard to do, put up a simple offer, a nice squeeze page with a good offer, and you can just use social media, obviously the tips in this program, to drive the traffic to get 100 subscribers, because then you can be in a position to start, offering what you have in exchange for what other people have. You also want to build a relationship with your list. Okay, you don't want to just build a list of subscribers. Let's say, for example, 500 subscribers and not actually do any sort of communication with these people. You don't just want to build the list and that's it, and then start doing ad swaps, because you'll find your list won't be responsive enough. You've got to build a relationship with your list. Okay, so make sure you offer value. Now remember, it's about how many clicks you can generate, not how many subscribers you have. So you want to get to a stage where when you mail out, you're getting at least 50 clicks per email. So when you can send an email and usually get around 50 clicks or more, that's when you are in a position to start swapping. So once you get to that stage, you can start swapping. Now before you do any ad swaps, get to know the other party first. Don't just let's say you're on an ad swap forum and someone's just emailed you, wanting to do an ad swap. Don't just go and do the swap, because you don't know the reputation of the other person. So get to know the other person and see what they are like. Do your research. Make sure you check out the person. Maybe go on forums and do some reviews. Look for reviews online. Look on Google for feedback. Because what you don't want to do is do an ad swap with someone who has a bad reputation online, because that will rub off on you. If you promote something bad, your subscribers are going to realize this, and they're going to unsubscribe. Always check out the product you will be promoting. You never ever want to just promote a product blindly without knowing what it does, because once again, if you promote a bad product, if you do this, you might get away with it once or twice, but if you do it on a constant basis, you're going to get found out. Your subscribers will leave. Okay? Check out the other party's opt-in process. By that I mean, if someone's wanting to do an ad swap, make sure you check out how their paid process works. What do they do after you opt in? How many offers are they making? Are they making tons and tons of crazy offers? Is it double opt-in? Is it single opt-in? You really want to be promoting stuff with double opt-in, that sort of thing. And just make sure they're not doing anything untoward or using any shady practices. So check the other party's opt-in process so you can see exactly how it works, because after all, that will be the page you will be promoting. Now you also want to consider making a personalized page for the other party, and also asking the other party to make a personalized page for you, because if you can personalize a page, it's going to convert better. So if you've done a swap with me and I mailed my subscribers and it had your name at the top of the page, special deal, or a special deal for John Thornhill subscribers on your page, it just works better. Okay, so try and personalize the page and try and get that done for you as well. Now, before you do an ad swap, make sure your offer is the best it can possibly be. Okay, don't just think because you're giving something away that you don't have to put as much into it. Everything you do online, you should put 100% into it. Okay, make everything the best you possibly can. And the last thing you want to do is have someone promote an offer that's not very good. People don't like it. They're not going to stick around with you, are they? Obviously, test your opt-in process. Make sure everything works, and then get someone else to test it for you, just to make sure there's not something you are missing. And get them to check your page for grammar, everything. Just check it all out, because sometimes you can miss things when it's your own work. I know I do. I miss typos and things like that, and so you need to get someone else to test. Try to affiliate your offer. Now, imagine this. Imagine you've got two guys looking for an ad swap. There's you. Sorry, imagine you've got one guy looking for an ad swap, and there's you, and there's someone else with relative offers. Okay, they're both just about the same, but your offer awards a commission for any sales made after people opt in. Who do you think the person looking for the ad swap will pick? Obviously, they're going to pick the one that could generate some money, because a really basic ad swap is there's no money to be made. Okay, there's no offer getting made. It's just an ad swap where people gain subscribers. But if you can go and take it a step further and have some sort of affiliate program, so there's an offer getting made after they opt in, and you're going to give the person promoting 50% commission, you're going to have a lot more success. Okay, and ultimately that's going to get you more traffic. So make sure you set this up and make an offer once a prospect confirms their email. If there's one page a person can't avoid seeing, it's the actual confirmation email page. You can set this up with most autoresponders. Basically, you can set the URL that people see when they confirm their email address, when someone confirms their email. So that's one page that cannot be avoided. Make sure it's a page that offers something. If you have already confirmed, so you have their email, then that's when you do the offer. Now, one mistake I see people make, they will make an offer when people enter their name and email. So picture the opt-in process. You enter your name and email, you then have to confirm. Well, some people make the offer after the name and email is entered. So the subscriber hasn't even confirmed, and then they see an offer. Obviously, that's going to put them off confirming. So make sure it's after the confirm. If you do make any sales, make sure you put the prospect on a buyer list. So take them off your freebie list, so to speak, and put them on a buyer list. Again, this is something you can easily do with most autoresponders. So you take them off the prospect list and onto a buyer list. Now, the reason you want to do this is because you treat customers like gold. You give them special offers. You look after them better, because a customer is worth probably 50 freebie seekers, or maybe even more. So make sure you take them off the normal prospect list, which may get more offers, and put them on your buyer list. So hopefully that will give you the information you need to start doing some ad swaps. So now I'm going to give ad swaps my traffic rating. I'm going to give implementation 2 stars out of 5. Now the reason I'm doing this is because it usually helps to get a little bit more established before you start doing this. It's very, very hard for someone to come into the internet marketing world and start doing ad swaps straight away, because they have to learn how to create a squeeze page, they have to set up the autoresponder series, and then obviously they have to go and find the ad swaps, the people to do the ad swaps with. But don't get me wrong, just because I give it a 2-star implementation, this doesn't reflect that you can't get traffic from ad swaps, okay? It can work very well. It just takes a little bit of time to get things going. So the same with the speed of results. I'm giving this 1 more star because once you've actually got a page set up and you have, let's say, 100 subscribers, you then can start to get pretty fast results, okay? Because once you start doing the swaps, the subscribers and the traffic will come in pretty fast. Work involved, I'm going to give this a 3-star rating. Overall, you have to put some work in, you have to get it up and running, but once it's up and running, it's not too bad. So I'm going to give ad swaps an overall traffic rating of 3 stars. It is a good way to generate traffic once you become a little bit established online, and it's a good way to keep driving traffic.